Hi, I'm Susanna from SusannaStamps.com, and here you can see that I've opened up my March kit from Paper Pumpkin. Comes with two card backgrounds, and it makes this really fun pop-up birthday card. It's a birthday theme because this is nearing the end of the 30th year of Stampin' Up. Can't believe 30 years. What a great company. I really have enjoyed stamping with Stampin' Up since the early century. 2003, I think, is when I first started to stamp with Stampin' Up. So when I get my kit, I really enjoy making the initial cards, but then I like to have fun with all of the extra elements that are there. In this kit, you can make 8 cards, but I decided that instead of 8, I would make 2, and then I would use all the elements to have some fun. And so there is instructions that are applied to the basic card, which are awesome. But I wanted to play a little bit more with the inside of the card. I really just wanted to use this stamp, and it just seemed like a good place to use it. So I'm twisting my block back and forth and around so I get more of a random natural looking confetti. And of course, you need to close your ink spot because it's going to run into something. Now, the instructions that are with the kit give you one technique of adding this cute little adhesive candle, and instead of applying it after I folded the card, as the instructions say, I've decided that I'm going to apply it in this fashion so I can get it lined up just how I like it. I had to trim this piece, as you can see, for the second tier, and I can use that cut slit right there to get my candles all lined up really nice. Now I'm going to add my last row. This video is slightly sped up, time lapse, so that you don't have to endure all the time it takes me to peel off the backing of the adhesive. The adhesive comes with the kit, really has everything I need. Your first kit, you're even going to get the block that you need to adhere your stamps to. So you can see that I used my bone folder in order to make a crease in the candle elements. And I really took my time bending or creasing the right spots on this card. This is a new one for me. I haven't done anything like this. I'm not sure they've had any kit like this before with all these pop outs and folds. But you can see I very carefully folded each crease. What do you call that? Scored lines. And I got it all nice and crisp. I tried not to bend, but rather find the crease. I used my bone folder. Now I've got it all lined up and flat so that it sits in that card nice and crisp. Yeah, I like it. Even the candles are nicely attached. So now I'm going to take this element of the card and put it inside. Oh, I lied. What I'm doing first is I'm going to add my banners. This little banner is nice. It's I think it's a really, really light shade of pool party, something like that. It's beautiful against the red, and it's just the right size for me to put happy birthday on the cake. Photopolymer stamps are great for lining up. Now I'm going to adhere it with some glue, the Tombow multi-use glue. I've been using this a lot more often now. I don't know why I didn't discover it until now. I've been stamping for 13 years. So now those crease right on there easily. The glue allows me to kind of adjust it how I need to. Now the smaller sentiment will fit nicely on the second tier. I'm making this card for my grandson who's turning 10. I have this posted on my blog, and you can see on my blog how I use these elements to make the sweet cup, and making sure that that's stuck on there and creased correctly. So here comes the cute little polka dot numbers that come with the kit. I'm kind of funny about my elements. I have to get them all punched out. I want to be able to quickly see what they are and where they are. So now I'm going to use the little dimensionals that came with the kit. I really appreciate that it has everything I need to make this kit. All the elements in the kit have their own kind of adhesive. These fit the numbers really well, these mini dimensionals. I have a little trick about these dimensionals that come with the kit. They're slightly different than the ones that you can buy from the regular supply list in the annual catalog. And so to make sure that the backing comes off well and the adhesive is still there, I press down on the entire dimensional a little bit in order to make sure it's really stuck. So after I've taken off the backing, there's just enough time for me to move that and make sure it's adjusted well on the card or placed well. Now this is another little way that oh, actually I'm not there yet. It's been a while since I recorded this video. So right now I'm going to make the banner. I have extra candles, which is always great. There's always a few extra of everything in these kits. So even after you make all of the cards that can be made, you'll have a little bit extra to play around with. I've decided that this banner needs a little more of a color pop. So I think it'll go on either side of this banner. You'll notice here that I stamp off in order to get a lighter image. This is going to be the background to my sentiment. Closing the stamp pad again, of course. So I'm trying to see if my card really is getting a bit too busy by comparing my elements and the textures of my card. A lot of this is just by feel. I think you have to really trust your instincts and just begin to play. And I am adding a few of the Happiness Blooms enamel dots. They come in 3 great colors. I think all of them are the in colors for 2019 and 20. I'm adhering them by pushing them off of the acrylic or the plastic backing, and then I can grab it with this take your pick tool. It has a little bit of a gummy rubbery element, or what am I trying to say? Almost an adhesive that will pull it off of the plastic sheet and help me place it really easily. So I think I used mostly the Call Me Clover color. And here I'm adhering the background strips. Got to trim them. Loving this glue. One of my friends said that she didn't even discover that it has two applicators on it. So it has the fine tip applicator, and it also has a wide tip at the base of the bottle. I'm adding a few of my own dimensionals because I'm going to really pop up this card in a sturdy way. It's going to go in the mail, and so I want it to really be well supported. I personally want to avoid cards that have saggy elements. Really defeats the purpose of having a dimensional if there's not enough. It's a large piece, it needs to be supported. Here I'm adding some more colors because more is always more. I have a hard time stopping. And so now I think comes the time where I adhere the inside of the pop-up. And I want to make sure that my tear and tape that comes with the kit is right on the edge and right up to the corner. I'm just going to apply those two for now because I'm more concerned with placement than I am it being completely glued in. And so I'm going to line up the folds and make sure that that's fit nice in there, fit in there snug. So now I'm going to take this tape again and I'm going to apply it to the insert right up on the edges, and it helps because this bottom edge is really quite narrow, and so I can make sure that that's placed well. I made that mistake already in the other cards, so I learned a bit from that first one. Isn't that pretty? It has a lot going on in the middle, doesn't it? You open it up and whoa. So I'm going to use the glue again. I can save my tear and tape for another project. There's plenty of that. And oh boy, I really like that. But I don't think I'm done. So this particular kit comes with a lot of fun elements. It's not just the sentiments, but I believe there's a birthday candle and the hat too. Where will I put this hat? I'm going to put it in the front of the envelope to give the postman a little smile. And then on the back, I'm going to take the awesome large letters as soon as I find them. Where are they? Maybe I should do more talking while I'm finding stuff. There they are. So the little numbers, actually they're big numbers and they're polka dotted. And I really appreciate that I have this extra stamp set celebrating the 30 years. So now what am I looking for? Oh, my acrylic block. Okay. You get to see all my process here. I can't edit everything. So now I'm going to take my Poppy Parade, and I am announcing to the world that my grandson is 10. So lots of movement here. That's one of the design elements that I'm trying to impart to my blog followers. With every paper pumpkin, I try to bring in another element. I really think that this one is probably talking mostly about movement. That's one of the design elements that I was taught when I was in school. Lots of things floating around and swirling. So it comes with this awesome balloon. Love balloon punches. So of course I have kept this balloon punch that I've had for a couple years that came out. There's so many, I want to say there's almost 3 sets of stamps that have come out that use this punch. I hope it's around for a long time. It fits the smaller balloon best for for me because I want the balloons to be flush against the ink, I should say. And they're going to get popped up with dimensionals too. But I'm using this silver striped twine that is a wonderful value. I use it often to just wrap whole card bases and elements. Creates a lot of texture. So here they go. More dimensionals, of course. This is going to be one thick card. I think this is going to take a little extra postage. So now I'm going to tie it together and take a glue dot and put it on there. So I think I've used every form of adhesive on this card and I'm done. So there it is. Added everything you could possibly add to this card. Had a lot of fun with it. It was a great way to use the wonderful stamps that they included with this set. And I hope that you've been inspired to try a couple new things. And here's some of my cards. So hop on over to the blog if you would like to see more instructions on this sweet cup. Thanks for watching.